from St. Petersburg, and as a downtown resident, I'd like to know the plans for the pier, or at least how we're going to start with some answers on what to do next. It's been a great thing to have downtown. I know it has to change, but I'd like to know how we start down the road towards something different and the new plan.
Okay, Bill, what is next for the pier? And there was one city council member that said basically we're going to wind up with a pier that nobody hates. Is that?
No, that's not the case. We're going to wind up with a pier that most people love. And I've got a presentation for the city council this coming Thursday, so I'm sure Bay News 9 will want to cover that. We're going out on the streets.
You're welcome to tell us right here.
I'll tell you right now, but don't tell city council. We're going to go out on the streets with a real scientific survey with a sampling of 1,000 people with survey questions that will ask the community exactly what functions they want in a new St. Petersburg pier. The mistake we made before is it was all about form, and then we tried to talk about function. We're going to flip that around. We're going to talk about function and then form. The 828 Alliance came in with a statutory way to do an RFQ. And so we're going to follow the 828 Alliance recommendations with a detailed survey. We're going to do an RFQ. We're going to downsize that list. We're going to have the top 5 or 6 candidates submit what we call napkin concepts. It's going to be juried by more people. It's going to be juried by more locals.
Rick, let's go on to you.
And that's just part 1.
Yeah, and the shame of it is that we find ourselves in this position because there really wasn't leadership on this on the pier going forward. And if it was a design that Mr. Foster had a concern with, I would have loved to have heard that from the beginning, so we didn't find ourselves here. But we are here. So what do we do to go forward? And I've been consistent on this plan of how we move forward. We already have task force recommendations that are a result of more than 63 public hearings. So we start with those recommendations. We put them back out to the public and we say, what do you like that's in them? What don't you like that's in them? Within 3 months, we should be able to have new task force recommendations. We then put those out to the architects in an RFP, more of an RFP format where we say, here's what the public wants it to do. Here's the dollar constraints you have. Give us your design. Hopefully we get 10 to 15 designs. We then go back to the public and we say, take your top 3. Tell us what your top 3 are. From those top 3, we take those, we go to city council, they make their selection. Within 9 months, we've got a selection, we've got a design, we can start moving forward.